Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. BladeMasterRUSH Show podcast, episode something. We got Rage Giggles. Before we get going, as you can see, this is like very special because Rage Giggle is actually a waifu. What do
A
we call?
I don't
What do we
know. I
call
don't know
those
what we even call
avatars?
that. Oh my gosh, I have no idea.
Anime character?
Beautiful, s- cute, adorable,
Yeah,
wonderful, all of those things. All of those things.
absolutely. So yeah, okay. Before we introduce properly, um, if you're listening from Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever, we have a YouTube video with our pretty faces on YouTube, BladeMasterRUSH. And Rage Giggle is a Twitch streamer for a bunch of different fun things and
Yay.
has an excellent business website, card
Yes.
selling. Yeah, why don't
We
you?
are we are a nerd haven, so we absolutely love all people, all things. It is the Side Deck Gaming Cafe located in Lexington, South Carolina. But if you are not in Lexington, that is okay. You can absolutely visit us on the website. We ship worldwide. We actually have traveled all over the world with our business, with different competitions. A little bit about what we do. Before pre-COVID, we would travel literally somewhere every weekend. It's taken us as far as Brazil and Berlin, just to travel for board games. There are staff members in our store that are high-level judges for Yu-Gi-Oh, which is a big part of why we started. So, yeah, just a little plug for our store. If you come there, you can't stalk me there. I'm sorry, you rarely find me in my staff-run interception. So,
Do
feel
you
free to
look
come
like an
in.
anime character in real life?
I do. I look like an anime character in real life, and if I don't, I won't
Nice.
tell anyone. So, yes. I have I have purple hair in real life too.
Do you
So
really?
it's a thing. The underneath of my hair, the top you can't tell. So like unless it's pulled up in a ponytail, you can't see that I have purple
Uh,
hair. Yeah. I have to maintain some level of, professionalism
yeah.
a little bit.
We'll talk about this war, but I know you mentioned that your husband's like a professional like card game like Yu-Gi-Oh, like what was
He
it?
is. He's a Yu-Gi-Oh judge actually.
Yeah.
So Yu-Gi-Oh took us Um, we were at Worlds. I didn't go on the capacity. I went as more of moral support, but he judged Worlds for Yu-Gi-Oh. Um, he was on stage judging the Dragon Duelists, but we have people that come from all over. The side deck, the name actually comes from the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. The side deck is what they call I don't know how familiar you are with card games, but they have usually
Yeah.
like extra decks, side decks, just different things, and the side deck comes from a Yu-Gi-Oh term. Um,
Do you like the anime or the manga, the Yu-Gi-Oh manga?
Me personally, no, I love Pokemon. So
Oh
I'm a
yes, Team Pokemon.
I am a Pokemon player. So I play the Pokemon TCG. That's what I play.
Yu-Gi-Oh's for
Um,
nerds.
I wouldn't say that. Maybe
Sorry.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. I totally am fine with it. No, I play. I'm also uh I I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not a Pokemon judge, but I am a tournament organizer for Pokemon. So, yes, I love Pokemon. All things Pokemon. They're so adorable. Who's your favorite Pokemon?
I'll
Do
talk
you have
about
one?
like when I was a kid, younger, I guess when I was like 13 or 14. I loved Skarmory. Like I
Really?
really liked that Pokemon. Favorite Pokemon all time? Fuck if I know. But
I
that's
don't think I've ever heard anybody tell me that.
oh
Like
dude,
ever.
I thought that Pokemon was so cool. And later I was so devastated to hear how trash it was because of the types. Because he gets like 4x'd by
Oh
something, I
no.
forget.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no. We actually we run online tournaments as well, and we're starting up a Pokemon tournament, which I'm super excited about, like a one over Discord. So I'm pretty excited about it just because I'm ready to play with my friends again.
How would you rate
It's gonna
the
be awesome.
quality of like the Pokemon trading card game?
It Pokemon right now is humongous. Like it is like blown up even in the last 2 weeks. It's insane. So much so that we are going through literally all of our old Pokemon that we've just purchased throughout the store. Just we're we're
Is
going
this
through
the
it
time
like
to
bit by
sell your
bit.
Pokemon cards?
This is the time to
Oh,
sell
dude,
your
I gotta get
Pokemon
them right
cards,
now.
guys. Like this is it. Like it has exploded. Everybody is looking at Pokemon cards.
Wow,
If you're not
insider
gonna sell
info.
them, yeah, like this is it. You either sell or you start collecting now. It's one of the two. Just because there's huge sets that just released. Vivid Voltage just released this. We're in the pre-release week of Vivid Voltage, which is the next Pokemon TCG set. It doesn't release until at our store. It'll release next Monday, and then all other stores next Friday. But yeah, it's this is the time. Like you're in pre-release week. I would say you could get our pre-release kit at our store. You can't. We've sold out. So, but yeah, with that, with Hidden Fates, Champion's Path, these are all Hidden Fates and Champion's Path are huge collector's sets. But yeah, this is the time. Everybody wants Pokemon. Everybody is buying Pokemon. So yeah, this is the time. Pull your cards out. Like you could have
You
a
could
small
sell them
fortune.
to your
Yeah,
site too.
you can actually go to our
Yeah,
website
I'll
and
link it.
there's yeah, there's there you could go to our website and do like a bio list in there and just put in and you can actually you'll see about how much you're going to get paid for your set and how much we're paying for it because we do our payments based on market price. So right now is a good time to sell us your stuff for us to send you money. We've bought a lot of cards recently, especially Pokemon.
Did you play Sword and Shield?
The game? Oh yeah. I played it.
Was it
I'm
good?
not really. It is. It's a lot of fun. I'm not super into the VCG, which is the video part of the game. I definitely play the TCG more, but I really enjoyed it. I just like Pokemon. I actually got my mom a Switch to play Pokemon, and she loved it too. And it's so cute watching her play, like play Pokemon, and just because she had never played it before. She'd never
Oh,
played. Yeah, so she's been playing, and she'll like send me messages, and I think she might be more into it than I am, just because I'm so busy. And Warcraft 3 is kind
Warcraft
of
3. Does this mean we're gonna see Pokemon streams at some point? Pokemon
Um,
something?
so I have a friend Yanni that actually is really good at Pokemon, like the video training but I don't stream it. He said that he streams it, but he said that maybe I should, and I don't know, maybe. I'll think
I
about it.
think with that avatar, you'd be able to pull in the views.
Maybe. That would be I don't know. You like my avatar? I just set this up.
Why
This
did
is
you
our new
choose that
avatar.
one? Is I don't know. I've never done this before, so I don't know.
This one, because of the hair. So this is really similar to like what I would love my hair to look like. I'm a little
Uh,
jealous of her hair, if I'm being honest. Um, I have long hair, IRL, and it's brown on top and like purple underneath, like this color actually, like this purplish blue color. And uh, but yeah, I'm a little jealous of her hair. I want her hair, so that's why I
mine
picked
would
this
probably
one.
be pink hair for sure.
Is that like your favorite color? Is that like the color you want? Is pink?
No, I think this
You
is
just
like my favorite color.
like
It's like teal.
I can't see it. I
It's hard
can't.
to see.
Oh, it's like a tealish color.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the
What is it?
color in. It was a color. It's a little brighter than. It's the teal in fucking Warcraft 3. That's my favorite color.
That's a good color.
Yeah,
Why did you paint your nails? I mean, no judgment. I'm just curious.
I honestly, I was like passing out, and my girlfriend just started painting them, and I was like, okay,
Ah,
whatever.
so this was your girlfriend saying,
My wife, I
I'm
mean, I mean my
your wife,
husband.
your husband, whatever.
Yeah.
They they painted your nails. So that's nice.
It was.
Is that
It wasn't consensual. I was. No,
Oh,
I'm just
well
kidding. I'm
that's
just kidding.
but I'm just gonna say that's your fault,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
drinking. Yeah.
It's just look at what I was wearing, right? That's the.
Yeah,
I was
it's
asking
your own
for
fault.
it.
Yeah,
Oh my
totally.
god.
Yeah. No, that we're not gonna go there, guys.
Sorry,
You
sorry.
they are never asking for it. It's
I know.
always
Yeah,
assumed no. Okay? We're gonna
yeah.
always assume no.
It was a bad
So yeah,
joke.
that was a terrible joke. Weren't we just talking about, sometimes like you're in like a community with predominantly men, and sometimes
You're
things are
right.
said that,
See, like when I
that
say it, it's like with my friends in like real life, like they will joke about that thing because it's like they're like ridiculing it, you know? Like, but then I'm like, when I say it and it's people don't have that opinion, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I guess it's taken a different way. I don't know.
Well, you're hitting like a much bigger audience,
True,
so you
true.
don't know how it's taken. But I will say
Consent.
that I know you don't mean it in a bad way, and we aren't saying consent is bad. Consent is 100% important and necessary. There we go. Let's move
Yeah.
on from this.
So yeah, when I was asking you things, you met your husband on Ultima Online.
I did. So that
I'm
might
so
give a
curious about that.
little. Okay, okay, okay. So this might give a little clue to how old I am because I've been playing Ultima Online and I don't tell anyone how old I am and I'm not going to tell you. So don't even ask. But I started playing Ultima Online a long time ago.
I like to say I'm
And
37, no matter what.
uh, okay, 37 sounds like a good age. I'm not 37, but I'm not going to tell you how old I am.
Sorry,
But
I
I'm
wasn't.
37.
I wasn't.
It's fine. So Ultima Online. So we met uh, in a video game, Ultima Online, years ago, and he's a little bit younger than me. Um, and so when we met, he was probably too young for me. I'm like this snobby, and
Oh,
we're completely like, I'm not really snobby, but at the time I was like this kind of like a little stuck up, and he was younger than me, and I was like, I'm never gonna date anybody younger than me. They're only gonna be older than me, that whole mindset. And he we just played this video game together, and we ended up in the same community. So in Ultima Online, are you familiar with the game at all? Like, at all? Do you know? I can't hear you, actually.
oh, thank you. No, I never played it. I was trying to pull up a screenshot. Kind of looks
Oh,
like
okay.
an old RuneScape.
Yeah, yeah, well, it predates RuneScape, actually. So it was the first MMO. Um, Also tells you how old I am. But, so we played
The
this
very
game, and
first
this is
one.
yeah, this was the very first MMO.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Um, right, but Ultima Online and EverQuest came out about the same time. Ultima Online came out first, and then followed by EverQuest. Yes! Oh man, look at that. That's like, oh, that brings up so much nostalgia.
It looks pretty
Man,
cool.
I wonder if we're in this. I'm curious.
I
Actually,
wonder
I'm
if we're
looking.
in this. One of the like 1,000 people who played it total at the time.
Well, what's funny is that so there were like there were people at the time. There was this place called Fell, and this is where all the murderers lived, right? This is where all the people that would, like, if you came to Fell, they had better loot over there, but if you came there, they were going to kill you. We were going to kill you because that's where we lived. And but if you came there, that's where all the good loot was. So all these people that were played in Tram, we called them Trammies, and then you could always tell who they were. And then they would
Oh,
come over to Fell with this stuff, and then we would steal all their stuff because
you were
they're
like
dumb.
PKers.
We were 100%
Oh my
PKers,
god,
yes.
that's so devious.
I
Was
am.
your
I
husband a
I'm
PKer?
He was the best. He
He
was the
was the
best.
best.
Yes, he was one of the best. Yeah. So I and nobody knew that I was a girl. So that's the other thing. Is like that was before like people talked and spoke. And then eventually people found out I was a girl, and I was like one of every. I think I knew 3 girls the entire time I played. Like there just weren't very many of us. Um but we
Well,
were
it'd be
friends
hard
for
to find the other
years.
ones too, because they wouldn't. Maybe they wouldn't mention it.
Yeah, girls didn't, and guys would pretend to be girls to get free stuff because that hasn't changed. That's always been that way. But so we wouldn't say, but then people would find out. And then one time, this is a funny story. One time after, like, I went to speak in one of the voice over IP programs, and I have a higher voice, and I'm aware of it, and it was even higher then. And so people I went to speak, and it didn't pick up we were talking about how audio is annoying. It didn't pick up my voice properly. So it sounded like I was a screaming banshee whenever I opened my mouth. So I was like banned from talking.
Oh,
Um, and so I didn't
yikes.
talk. But then they came out with
That's a little
Ventrilo.
sexist.
It was terrible. I was banned from talking because it hurt everybody's ears. So I didn't mind. Um, and then I remember when Ventrilo came out and everybody got on Ventrilo, it actually picked up my voice properly. And then I spoke, and the whole chat just went silent.
Like the
And then
whole time they didn't know.
yeah, Like,
They
they
were
didn't know
like,
what to say.
"What?"
Yeah, yeah, they didn't know what to say or, like, what to
It's
do,
probably the
and
first girl they've ever heard.
probably, and
Sorry,
besides their
that was
mother.
rude.
I mean, no,
Yeah.
it's probably accurate, but, besides their mom. I actually had a stalker issue from that game, and we had, girl gamers, they have to deal with some stuff sometimes, but, you're stronger for it. But, yeah, so I met my husband on Ultima Online, and we didn't really, like, date or do any of, like, that online thing back then.
So you didn't have when was your WoW wedding?
WoW, we didn't have a wedding on
So it's coming
WoW.
up then.
No, we don't play WoW anymore. I actually threatened to divorce him over WoW because I was like, "Oh my god, if you don't stop playing that,
Oh.
that's it. We're getting a divorce." I'm joking. Like that was a long time ago. But so Ultima Online, and then I switched. I went and played Star Wars Galaxies with some friends, and then um, kept playing UO, and then we lost contact for a little bit, and we started talking again when I started playing WoW. So I started playing WoW with beta. I played beta WoW, guys. That's how old I am. I played
Was that like
closed beta.
2003 or 4?
Oh, I don't even remember. It was that long ago.
Cuz
God, I'm
it
old.
was like right after Warcraft 3, right? Something like that.
Yes, yes. So I played
Yeah.
Warcraft 3. I played tower defense games back then. And then I played WoW. And also League of Legends. Just to tell you some of my gaming career. And so I went to beta WoW and I played WoW for a while. And he, once on retail release, he like messaged me and he was like wanting to play, and we all played together. Like all of my friends from Ultima Online kind of transferred over to WoW, and so I've actually still talked to those guys. The guys I played UO with all those years ago, I still talk to some. So like it's kind of neat. We've grown up together, really. That a lot of people have gotten married and had families. Somebody I played Ultima Online with, that lived in uh, London, came to our wedding. Like he was at our wedding. He flew over here for our wedding. So like these are the first time he'd ever been to the United States was to come to
Oh.
our wedding.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
That's a
That was the
real one
first.
right there.
Yeah, yeah, it was we had such a great time though. We had so much fun. Instead of we forgoed our honeymoon for that. Like we were like, okay, well, we'll just push our honeymoon off. And we took him with us and we just went like out to the because I live in the United States, in the South, and we live near a beach. So I was like, let's just take him to the beaches and like go do fun touristy stuff with him. And we did, and it was so much fun. We had such a great time. But yeah, we got closer in WoW, and then we got married, I guess. Obviously, years later, it was probably a solid 8 years after I'd met him on Ultima Online.
Did he live in the same like state or like
No, I
oh my
moved.
god. You
Yeah, I
moved?
moved.
Where did you
I moved.
what?
I'm from
He
Ohio.
must be he's a catch then.
He's amazing. I am so very blessed. So I was married before him. So I knew him when I was getting married the first time. Actually, I was messaging him and I was like, "Hey," before my first wedding, I was like, "I don't want to do this. Like, I
Oh my
just don't want to
god.
do this."
This is
Yeah,
real drama.
this
What?
this is real drama. The night before I was gonna get married, and we were
What?
just friends. Like there was nothing to my first husband. I was like, man, I was like, I don't want to marry him. Like I don't want to. But my parents had paid for this elaborate wedding, and um, we had 250 people, and the mayor of our town was marrying us, and like it was like this big deal. And I told my mom, I was like, "Mom, I don't know." And she's like, "It's okay." People had flown in literally for this wedding. And she was like, "It's okay.
Was
We
it
can
like
just have a big
arranged or
party."
like somewhat arranged?
No, not at all. Like this was somebody that I had been dating for like 5 years. And he had asked me to marry him. I said yes. And I don't know. I just knew. I was like, I don't think I loved him. Like, I just don't. I think I married him out of convenience. But we had lived together and stuff, and I just knew. So the night before I said that, and I went ahead and did it. Like, how stupid am I? Like, I went through. And so, girls, if you're watching this, if you don't think you love, and guys too, guys, don't do it. Like, just save yourself the trouble. Like, don't do it. If you don't love the person, break it off and don't marry them. because I did,
Solid
and that was
advice.
stupid. Yeah, solid. Don't do it. Just don't do it. But also don't keep stringing them along either. Like, you know, you
Breakups are
know.
healthy.
Breakups are healthy. That's correct. So I broke up. So we were together. That lasted all of a year. Um, and what's really great is so something happened with this guy, and um, my husband now, actually, as friends, not being weird or anything like that. I called him and I'm like, "Hey, this happened," and he flew up to where we live, where I lived at the time, just to check on me and make sure I was okay. Like he didn't try anything. He wasn't weird. He was genuinely just a good friend, and he flew up there um, just to make sure I was okay. So fast forward like a few days later, um, he called me and he was like, "Hey, you know, um, I have a place you can stay. You can stay with my parents. They had like a floor that had its own kitchen and stuff, and they said, he's like, you can stay there and until you can get back on your feet." And I did it. I packed up literally everything I owned into my little car with negative money in my bank account, and I came here, um, not to date him, but as a friend.
Wow, real
And
lifesaver.
yeah, yeah. And 5 months later, we were married,
I was
and
gonna
that was
I was gonna
yeah.
ask you jokingly what drew you into him, and then the answer was too serious. Like I
Oh
was like,
God,
why him over the other ones? And now we know.
now you know. Like I gave you the huge story. I told you I had stories. Like I have a lot of them.
Uh,
So, but yeah, that's what we did. Like, and here I am. We're married. We've been married for a long time, and we're happy, and life is good. So, for all of you that have asked, if you're watching this and you just wanted to be, you're curious about me, no, I am not single. I am happily taken. Sorry for your luck.
I hope you
So,
invite me to your WoW wedding
my wow.
when that happens eventually.
One day. Maybe we should just we don't play WoW anymore, but maybe we should just get WoW. So we don't really game as much as we used to, just life things. I play League I play League of Legends, he plays League of Legends a little bit. Um, we don't really play together as much as we used to, because, we work together, we live together. We need a break apart together, like from together. So, I play different games than he does. Also, he's really, really good at games. Um, and I get really frustrated because he's better than me. But don't tell him I said so. Don't tell him.
Yeah, I won't.
But yeah, he's definitely better than me.
What are some of your favorite games besides like Warcraft 3? Or I
I
mean
do
Warcraft
love,
3 too.
yeah, no, I love Warcraft 3. As you know, I love tower defense games. With Reforged, my husband actually reminded me. He's like, "You remember that you used to play tower defense games on Warcraft 3, right?" And that's what got me back into customs. Um, but I like Warcraft 3. When I'm not I play Minecraft.
Oh,
Recently, I had never played Minecraft before, and actually the developer of the map that I play, City Team, he opened a Minecraft server, so we all play
so
Minecraft
you have a
together.
Minecraft server.
We do, we do. We have a Minecraft. You want to come play Minecraft with us?
I'd be down. Honestly, I haven't like so I played Minecraft a lot when it came out, like in like
Yeah.
fucking like 2000. It was a little bit after. It was in one of the earlier ones, and I played it a lot. Like I was like in these like role play servers when I was like 13, because my friend was really into it.
Nice.
And ever since I haven't played Minecraft, and it's gotten so big, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I should play it again for fun or whatever.
I've been playing with Erebos, which you know Erebos.
Oh, Airbus plays
Yeah,
Minecraft.
he does. He plays with
That
us,
goddamn
and
nerd.
he's a nerd, man. I'll tell you what. And Droof. So Droof, me, and Erebos and Lazuda all play Minecraft on Droof's server. So it's literally just the four of us, and we all live in like the same area. So like
I'd
our
be down
houses
to
are
come
all.
play Minecraft for sure.
Yeah, totally. You should come play with us. You should. It's so chill. Like literally, I just break blocks underneath our house. I might have broken our house a few times. I also go and I blow up chance cubes, and break things that way. I just like exploding things, apparently. That's the enraged part of me coming out, I guess.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know, but
okay.
yeah.
So enraged giggle. What the hell is going on there?
Oh,
Is
okay.
it like
Okay.
a maniacal laugh or?
So so everybody like everybody asked me that. They're like, why where does enraged come from? Because you're so nice. And I guys, I'm just gonna be honest, I'm not as nice as you think. I'm really not. But everybody's like, you're so nice and you giggle all the time and you laugh, but I don't see the enraged part. Well, I play shooters with some friends, and that's why I don't stream them. One is because I did at first, like I streamed Valorant a little bit when I was playing it, but it's very distracting. Um, Two, I don't want you guys to hear me rage. Like I do rage, I get very upset, and I
How
just
I want to
mute
hear
my
it.
mic. No, you don't. You don't. Apparently, if I play Broken Alliances, I would probably rage, but I'm trying not to let you guys hear me rage at all. I think that is I'm trying to be a kind, inclusive person and I accidentally muted myself. Raging does come, just
I was like, oh
not
no.
not very often. It takes a lot. I'm usually a pretty patient individual, but when I rage, I feel bad for whoever's on the other side because I don't just like get angry and like break things. Like I make you feel like you're about an inch tall and push you into the ground. Like I don't just yell at you, I destroy your life. So I don't like it to
Ooh.
be that person.
Have you ever
Yeah,
done
those
that to
aren't.
your husband?
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, I
Oh
have.
no. How did he take it?
My husband, he's very quiet. He doesn't talk a lot, and so he probably didn't say anything. Um, except for "Are you done yet?" He says that sometimes
Ooh.
whenever I'm going into like a
That's
yeah, you can imagine what that makes me do. Like, "Are you done yet?" "No, I'm not done." So,
yeah.
yikes. Yikes, that's rough. But no, David's very that's how he got to be, such like a higher level Yu-Gi-Oh judge, is he's very level-headed and, observant and listens very well, and he doesn't lose his temper, and he's very even keel. He's the person that you think is gonna go postal one day because they literally have no reaction to anything ever,
What's
you
postal?
know? Like, oh god, I'm old. It's like when you go when somebody goes postal, like they're you just don't see it coming and then they go and shoot up a whole bunch of people,
Oh my god, what the
because
fuck?
'cause
Oh, because
I
of one
can't
of the
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
oh,
he's the person that you would
yikes.
think is gonna yeah, because there's really never a reaction. Like, he doesn't get angry, he doesn't get mad. He um, some guy was threatening his life once, and he was like, "Sir, I'm gonna just need you to calm down and sit down." And I don't know, he's has this whole, like, calming persona to him. Um, so he just, like he doesn't talk a lot, so whenever he does talk, he's the type of person that when he speaks, like, the whole room shuts up just to hear what he has to say because it's gonna be profound or funny.
Sounds
Like, he's
streamy.
yeah, yeah, he is. I love him. But, yeah, he's quite he's an interesting character. Good luck getting to know him, though. That's all I got to say.
I think you mentioned once he's like a good cook now or something, or he got really into cooking.
He went to culinary school, actually.
Oh.
So, yeah, he's a good cook. I don't cook, I burn water. So, yeah, he does all the cooking. Yeah, he makes bread. Since COVID happened, he's been making, sourdough bread all the time, which is quite funny because I tried to stop eating bread, and then he's like, "I'm gonna start making bread." So, yeah, that went out the window. But, yeah, so he makes bread. He makes dinner. Yesterday, he made, I don't really know, this, like, cheese stuff, and he makes food all the time, steaks, that kinda stuff.
Has
Whatever I want.
has he ever forced you to eat something and it was like terrible? And you were just
No.
like,
I'm not no, not at all.
he's a good
Like,
cook then.
phenomenal. So bad that I can't cook. Even if I thought I could cook, I couldn't. It's really hard for me to cook for him because it's like I know he's going to judge me. Anything I do. He's so good at everything he does. He's like just one of those people that is good at everything. He plays piano and guitar and just ridiculous at everything. It's annoying. He's good at everything.
Do you play any instruments?
No, I play, um, I make a joyful noise. There we go. That's what I do. I make I sing some badly, but that's it. That's it. So, he plays instruments, I play nothing. I play video games. Does that count? Playing video games?
Yeah, that counts. Why not?
Yeah, sure, sure. I play Guitar Hero. That counts. There we
Yeah.
go. Guitar Hero counts for sure, for sure.
So it was like, did you? What was the first console you had? If that's even, was it just a PC?
I had a Nintendo.
You had like an
What?
NES?
Yeah, I had an NES when I
Oh,
was
that's
little.
sick.
Like, when I was a little kid, I had yeah, my dad had an Atari. So, like, yeah. Yeah, I had an NES. I've owned every console at some point. I have all the consoles now. I don't have a PS5 yet because it hasn't released, but I have an Xbox and a PS4 and
You even have some of those weird Sega consoles?
I don't I did. I had most of them. Yeah, I actually think I had all of them. Um, I had Yeah, yes, yes. I don't probably have them all anymore. I found recently my Super Nintendo and stuff stuffed in a box somewhere, but I didn't try to see if it would work.
Is there any like interesting trends that's like changed over the course of gaming since you kind of been here from the start? That I don't know, like because like
Girls More girls play. That makes me so happy. I think I told you this earlier. Like, I love playing games with other girls and more girls play. It was so hard to find girls to play with. Like, I used to hide. So I would play here's a funny story. So I was a cheerleader in high school, right? And I would go to these parties and I would hide um in like a bedroom or something because I'm not a big people person, and so I would hide in a bedroom and I would play games. And my friends, they would be like, "What are you doing?" And yeah, it was
what, like a
definitely like
Game
a
Boy?
closet. Yeah, like a Game Boy or
Yeah, like your Game Boy.
yeah, like
What
so I would
games were
like,
you playing in that room?
oh god, Kirby. I loved
Oh,
Kirby. Yeah, yeah. Um, but I would, like, I hid that I played video games, but yeah, no, I've had a PC since forever, since dial-up was a thing. PC was I've always been a PC gamer. I do have the consoles, but and I do have, like, right now, I have, like, the handheld Switch, not I have the Switch Lite, which I 'cause when I go to airports and stuff, it's nice to have those things, but mostly, yes, I was a PC gamer from the start. The internet was amazing from the first time I played PC games because I started gaming on PC during 56K. So that was terrible. Um, I don't know how I even
what is that, like
survived it.
dial up or something? I don't know what that
Yes,
is.
that's wow. Way to make me feel really old. But
I'm
yes, it's
sorry.
dial up.
I mean, I was probably like bored. I remember Joe Rogan was talking once about like in the 90s where he
Mhm.
was just like incredibly addicted to like Quake or something and he'd be on dial up
Mhm.
and like up to like 7 a.m. just like
God, yes. Yes. And so it was funny, I'd be playing Ultima Online and somebody would pick up the phone and it would knock me offline and I would be so pissed off. Oh, it was terrible. Terrible. But yeah. Yeah. That's aw. Those were the days. Those were days of less stress. Although those were the days that I could kill people and not feel bad about it,
oh,
and steal all their stuff.
you feel bad about it now?
Um Yeah, okay. Those dice aren't gone. You're right. I don't care. So just, some of the stuff. I do before though, like I think I would feel bad about taking everybody's stuff now cuz like I know how hard it was to get the items that they got and then I would just kill them and take it, you know. And so something that took them like let's say 2 months to get took me 10 seconds, so like just being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, it was always really rough in RuneScape when I got killed by PKers. Like a little
Oh,
traumatizing.
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was that
It was all right.
person. Yeah.
I was like too young. That's why it was traumatizing, you know?
I know it's probably traumatizing even if you weren't young, because
True.
yeah, people would get upset and, they hated us, but it's okay. It's okay. I made a lot of money doing that, a lot of money. Um, I
Like
I guess
in-game
that's
money,
was
right?
yeah, like in
Okay.
game. No, no, like real life money.
What?
Like yeah, so that's when eBay was first starting to become a thing.
Oh my
And so
god. You were
so
PKing people and selling their shit on eBay? What
yeah.
the fuck? That's next level.
Look, I have been an entrepreneur my whole life, like my whole life. So technically, I've been making money from gaming. My husband used to do it too. Like, that's what we did with your stuff, guys. We sold it. I'm sorry, you know? And then people would pay us a ton of money.
My friend used to like scam people out of hats in TF2 and make
Uh-huh.
like a very reasonable amount of money.
Yeah. So you could make a lot of money in Fell as a player. And so I would make millions, right? And I would sell those millions. And this is a long time ago. So $25 was a lot of money then. And I would sell $1 million for $25. Like a
Damn.
million in-game gold for $25. And I could make that in a couple hours. And so I could make like 15 million in a couple hours. And then I would sell each mill for 25. And
What
so
the
I was
fuck?
just yeah, I was
How
just
many thousands did
monetizing.
you make?
God, a lot. I made enough to put a down payment on a house once.
What the
So
hell? That's crazy.
so
You
this
can't
but
do
that's
that
bef
anymore, I don't think.
no, you
It's
can't. It's way different now.
yeah. There are too many people trying to do it. You can't sell gold for that much in WoW, I think.
No, no. And by the time I quit doing it, this was before WoW. This is UO. When I quit doing it, gold had dropped to like $10 a million, and it wasn't worth my time anymore. So, and by then I was making money doing other stuff. So it's just what I did. I just found ways to. That's actually how the side deck was born.
Yeah, I was
It
about to
was
ask you about side deck,
yeah,
like
yeah. So what happened was, with the side deck is I have a daughter, and so my husband and my daughter would be um playing Yu-Gi-Oh, right? My daughter wanted to play this game and I'm like, "Sure, sure, you can go." But, responsible parents were like, "Okay, but your dad has to go with you." So my husband would go and we wouldn't get in her way or anything, but she'd play these games and um it was predominantly male, and she's yeah, this cute little kid, and just to keep her safe. So her dad would sit there and he'd walk around and he'd realize that they're playing this game wrong. And so he learned how to judge. And then my
oh,
daughter wanted to play a little bit more competitively. So she started playing in like regionals and those type of things. And so they would travel to these events, and she would play and he would judge. And to offset, they paid in product. You didn't actually get a payment, but they paid in product. So to offset some of the cost from that, we took the product and then we sold it online, um, to offset some of the cost for traveling. And so that's how the side deck
they
was born.
paid the
And this,
judges in cards.
yeah, we got the judges got paid in cards and play mats, and that's still a thing. Like you still
Huh.
get product, like specialty product for judging these events. So, now you also get paid. Now this has only been like 7 years ago. I didn't know what a trading card game was. And here I am 7 years later running a game store because, I'm
Did
actually an optician by trade. That's what I do.
oh
Before
huh.
this. Yeah.
I need to get new glasses. Like not that my glasses are bad, but
No, but they're crooked, I noticed.
fuck,
I'm
dude.
just teasing you.
Look at this shit. I fucked them up. Like it's kind of hard to see. I have to go to somebody to like.
It's yeah, and with COVID, it's like next to impossible. You have to like set an appointment and
I
don't
have
you're
to
gonna
do
break
that
them. Stop.
tomorrow.
They're not terrible. I'm
No,
just harassing you.
um,
Um,
did your daughter ever get like embarrassed or frustrated that her dad like became better at Yu-Gi-Oh than her?
he's not better at Yu-Gi-Oh than her. She actually quit playing competitively, and she also works for Konami. So now
What?
Konami pays both of them to travel around to judge, and she's a scorekeeper, yeah, for like some of the bigger events that Yu-Gi-Oh
So they
has. She
both do
scorekeeps.
it still?
Now they both do it still. Uh-huh.
What the fuck? That's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah, they both do it still. So she yeah, like that's what she went to college for hospitality because she's like, I love my job. I get to travel. Like, so in high school, she would, yes, guys, I'm old enough to have a college student. Um, in high school, she would get on a plane on a Friday night, fly to wherever she's going, and be home for school on Monday. So that was her weekends. It was pretty crazy.
Huh. That is definitely irregular, but like in a
Yeah.
dope way.
Yeah. So you can find some of our links like about our family and just like so now we travel and she score keeps, he judges, and I'm a vendor. So I'm at the vending booth. So like one of it, we're all there. We travel as a family, we do this all together, and here's the side deck, guys.
What about Magic though?
We do magic as well. So magic came into existence after we opened because you don't want to just put everything into one game. You just that just doesn't make sense. And so we started doing magic, and then now our magic community has been taking off, and we hired a magic judge, and
Hmm.
then we also do Dragon Ball Super, Vanguard, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. I learned how to play Pokemon because of it, and I love it. I mean, so much fun. I've met so many great people and wonderful experiences. Last year, right before COVID, we were in Vegas. We've been to my husband actually, when we closed our store for COVID, my husband was in Brazil. We were worried that he wouldn't make it back because they were closing the borders, and we were like super scared that like he wouldn't come home. Um, he was in Brazil. Last August, we were in Berlin for Yu-Gi-Oh Worlds. So it's been a really great and crazy experience, like just going through all of this.
Do you watch any anime?
Yes, yes. I had this conversation with somebody yesterday, and they were like, "Which animes do you watch?" And I couldn't answer because I don't ever remember the names. I just
That's
watch
fair.
them as I'm like, like going to bed or you know and I am definitely a subtitle type person. I
Good,
don't
good.
like dubbed animes.
Ooh,
So that was like a question somebody asked me. No, I'm 100% subtitles. Guys, dubbed animes, they just sound weird.
they sound
Like
so weird.
so weird. So weird. I My Hero Academia, right? I had like when the first one came out, the first uh dubbed movie, oh my gosh, he sounded so ridiculous. Like the characters just sounded so dumb to me. And I couldn't stop laughing during the entire show. It was ridiculous. So
Yeah,
funny.
and I think My Hero Academia is actually has one of the better dubs. Like, let
Yeah,
alone we go to some random show and it's just like,
yeah,
oh boy, like,
it's just so bad.
yeah.
So bad. And so yeah, I um definitely subtitles, guys. If you watch dubs, yes, I am hardcore judging you right now. So watch subtitles. Period.
Okay.
Which animes Yeah, what animes do you watch?
Um. So Netflix has started. I think they started like a year or two ago. They started doing these like Netflix original like
Mhm.
animes,
Right?
and some of them are really fucking good. Like my friend put
They
me
they
on to this one called Let me find the name. But those are the last ones that I watched. I like. I watched a ton. I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Super. I don't watch anime too
Yeah,
much anymore, but I've pretty much watched most.
yeah.
Devilman Crybaby. Holy fuck, that shit is so good.
I'll have to check it out. I don't remember. I don't know what I've watched recently.
It's
Mostly
freaky.
because busy.
The thing is, it's only one season.
Oh, okay.
That's the appeal. Like a lot of these anime, that's what the I think the Netflix ones are better at doing too.
Mhm.
Is like they're like more within a like 1 or 2 season range rather than like you need to watch like 8 seasons to get.
Right, for sure. So, I've been really I haven't been doing a lot of I as far as television shows, I've really been watching like the most recent television show I watched wasn't an anime. It was The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. Have you seen that yet?
I've heard about it.
It's so good. It's about this chick who plays chess. I don't know, but it's such a good show. And I
Oh,
don't
this
watch a
just
lot of
came out.
TV. Yeah, it just came out. I don't binge watch a lot and I definitely don't watch a whole lot of TV, but I watched that one.
I'll have to check
100%.
that out.
Yeah, you should. I don't watch a lot of television because I play video games and I work and
Yeah.
that's basically my life, but um that one was really good. So I strongly suggest it. What's your favorite show?
See, I'm in the same boat as like oftentimes like the media that I consume is like active. It's like video games, and when people are
Mhm.
like, "Oh, like do you like TV, whatever," and I'm like, I'd say that I watch. My favorite show is gonna be an anime, but non-anime. Um, oh God, I don't know. I don't even watch. I don't watch too much. I liked Game of Thrones back when it was happening.
Get this, I've never seen Game of Thrones.
You
Isn't that
really, you
funny?
really lost out because if you watched it in the beginning, like
Mhm.
if you stayed current with it in the first like 4 or 5 seasons, it was so
Oh.
good. And now people are just like, "Oh, it's so bad," because the last seasons were bad.
Well, I don't know that they were good or bad. I just never watched them, and I kinda wanna read the books. So I but then back to the whole time thing,
Yeah, yeah,
reading the books, I heard the books are long and they take a long time, so
yeah. I read
there we
one.
go.
My problem with the books was like some of the earlier seasons are like very close to the books, and so
Mhm.
like I reread when I read the first book, it was like the same thing as the first season, and I was like, why would I spend time to like read this like engage with the same story twice? So it was just
Well, I read the Harry Potter series literally every year, the entire
every
series.
year.
Every year, and I watch all the
Why?
movies. I don't know. I just it's what I've done. So I do a lot of audiobooks. I can't say I've read it. I do a lot of audiobooks because I travel. And so like in the car or on an airplane or yeah, like genuinely that's Harry Potter. It's literally everywhere. I can always watch it or read it or see it or it's just always there. And I can pick it up anywhere. So like I can stop like mid book and still know what happens because I obsessively watched it too much. With that being said, have you ever read the Harry Potter series?
Yeah, I read them when I was like young, and I like was current with them. I remember when the seventh one came out, I read it in
Mhm.
like the day it came out. I was like so stoked.
Yeah, it was really good. Which so I'm assuming you've seen all the movies too.
Yeah, I was just about to say the recent what is the recent one called? The Beast.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Gosh, why can't I can think of it either? The
Did you watch
Beast.
those?
I did watch those. I don't like them as well, but I did watch them. They're not part of my every year thing where I watch every year.
I think it's like Fantastic or something.
A Fantastical Beast. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like predates Harry Potter.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Yeah, we watched that.
Yes.
I watched that for the first time recently.
Oh, yeah?
I thought it was
That's
pretty
cool.
good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I got it, I watched it when it came out, so I went to the theater for it. Um,
Ooh,
but yeah, it was a good one. I liked it. Um, I really, really love, the Harry Potter series. So with that being said, do you know what house you're in? I'm curious.
I don't remember. I think I'm House Slytherin, but fuck it.
You're Slytherin?
I don't know. How
Interesting.
would I know? How do I know?
You take the test on
Oh,
Pottermore. You have to
how long
take the
does it
Pottermore
take?
test. Like a couple seconds. Or well, like maybe 5 minutes. I don't know. I
Five
say a couple
minutes. I'll
seconds.
take it after
You should
this, and I'll let
you
you
should
know.
take it. I want to know. I want to know what you are. Yeah. I'm curious now. I'm
Now I'm
curious.
curious. Yeah.
You should
What are
be cuz
you?
like what do you think? Take a wild guess.
I don't know how to judge.
Yeah. So
Hufflepuff.
um Why does everybody think that? No, I am not a
I
Hufflepuff.
don't know.
That's so funny. I talked to somebody about that. For Halloween, it always comes up, because somebody's dressed as some sort of Harry Potter person. So it came up with one of my staff members. He's Hufflepuff, and I asked him. I was like, "Well, what do you think I am?" And he was like, probably Hufflepuff." And I'm like, "Why? Why do people think I'm Hufflepuff?" Those are the nice people. Hufflepuffs are the nice ones. So, no, I'm not Hufflepuff. I'm actually so I've taken it a couple times. I go between Ravenclaw and Gryffindor. So like those are I probably am closer to the Ravenclaw side. Um, but
Cool.
yeah, Ravenclaw. Yeah, because yeah, that's what I am.
I just feel like you get so much less information on Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff that I don't even like, because you
You don't
get
even know.
so many character profiles of Gryffindor and Slytherin, but Hufflepuff and
Yeah.
Ravenclaw are kind of just like on the
Well,
side.
Well, there's so much like more like aftermarket stuff that you can get that you can read about and like there's a whole
Hmm.
world. I'm going to make you go down that rabbit hole now. I'm sorry. Now you're going to like be reading about it and like what you are and what the different houses are and then you're going to make your girlfriend take the test or boyfriend or husband or wife, whatever. And they're going to take the test and it's going to be
My
funny.
child.
Yes, your child, your dog, your cat, your monkey, I don't
I have a
know.
bird.
Oh, you have a bird? I have 3 cats and a dog.
A lot of cats.
It's a lot of cats. It wasn't intentional to have that many cats, guys. I'm not some crazy cat lady. Um, so we adopted a cat because my daughter was like, "I have to have her." And so we adopted a cat. So that's her cat. And then the other 2 cats, my friend had taken in a stray and had taken them to the place to get spayed, right? Well, when they were gonna take her to get spayed, they found out she was pregnant with kittens. So
Oh no.
yeah, yeah. So they had a litter of kittens and she was a stray, so like it wasn't her cat. Um, and so they got rid of the kittens and I went in and I was like, I'll take one of them, because I'm like 2 cats, that's not excessive. Like that's okay, right?
So the
Yeah.
cat, like one of the cats is like the child of the other cat.
No, no.
Wait,
No.
what?
One of the cats did I lose you in that whole thing? So we
Oh, one
adopted
of
a cat a long time ago. One of my
yeah.
friends took in a stray.
Oh, the
So I
stray
went to
was
pick it. Yeah, the stray was
okay.
pregnant.
I see.
So I went to go grab I was like, "Yeah, I'll take one of the kittens." And then I went, and then there was like this brother and sister that they couldn't be separated. They were just so cute. So then I ended up with 2 of them. So then I had a brother and a sister. So we have 3 cats. We have one that we adopted. She was a rescue. And then the 2 kittens that we got,
Hmm.
that are brother and sister. And I guess it's good because the boy cat gets along with both of them, but the girls' cats do not get along. And
Hmm.
originally I was gonna get the one girl cat sister that but I ended up getting her brother as well. So
Yeah,
I
it
love
seems like it
animals.
worked out then.
Yeah, they're super cute. And then we have a puppy who's adorable. He's a year old now, though, but he's super cute. He's also my daughter's because she loves animals. Do you
So
have so you just have a bird?
I have a bird. Yeah, his name's Gromish, like Gromish Hellscream.
Oh, that's nerdy.
Yeah, I named him in the summer, like a college summer, and nobody
Mhm.
was around. And I realized when everyone came back that when they were like, "Oh, what's your bird's name?" and I was like, "Gromish," they were like, they couldn't even pronounce it. They were like, "What the fuck is that?" People would call him like Gormish or some shit, Gormish, and I'm like, "Oh,
And
it's
you're like
from a game," and
and then you had to, like, go into that whole thing about how big of a nerd you are and, like, I
yeah.
yeah.
But people who know
Nice.
Hearthstone are like, "Oh, that's hilarious," because it's like, "Oh, he
Yeah.
enrages."
Right, right, right.
Yeah,
It is, it's so what kind of bird is it?
is a greed cheek conure. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
you
don't even
know.
know what that
It's a
is.
parrot. It's like there are levels to parrots, and he's
Mhm.
like one of the smarter parrots, but one of the
Right.
less loud parrots.
Oh, nice, nice. I have my in-laws have 3 parrots actually. So, they have an African gray.
Yes,
They
those are the smart and loud ones.
yes. Yes. They have the really mean one, the macaw. They have a macaw, and they have the ones that are gigantic and very colorful and very mean. And then he's so vocal though.
The
Like the macaw
macaws are so
is
cute.
they are
I
cute, but they're
love them.
mean. At least
They're
this one
mean?
is really mean.
I
This
don't
one
think
is
they're
really
all
mean.
mean.
Well, he's mean. He
I
like
could see
tries
that.
to take off your finger. He's got like this really scary pointy beak, and like
My
I just
bird
don't
does
go
that
near him.
too, though.
Like I'll go to like I am so scared. Like if they ever go out of town, I'm the person that goes and feeds their birds, and I'm so scared to go in like the aviary part, like because I swear he comes after me. Like I can't feed him because he's like coming for my fingers.
He's just playing, though.
No, he hates me.
It's fair. Everyone feels that way about my bird. My bird's the same way, but he's small, so he can never like take your finger.
Yeah, that macaw could take your finger. And then they have the white one, cockatoo.
Oh
I can't
yeah,
cockatoo.
cockatoos are the worst.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Oh well,
The
they're
cockatoo is so
supposed to be the
sweet.
worst because they're the loudest.
Um, yeah, he makes chicken noises. It's pretty funny. He goes, "Ah, ah, ah." It's
Yeah,
like the most adorable thing. And his name's Sunny, and he dances like he like does like this thing when you put music on. Exactly, he does that right there. And like whenever the music comes on, and he likes country music, so
hmm.
he's like really into country, which is funny to me. And then the macaw likes rap music, I think.
Yeah.
So,
My bird, I taught him to do this thing. Let's dance. He like always dances.
oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. That's super, super cute. Um, how did you get your bird? Like, how did that happen?
I wanted a bird because I'm allergic to dogs and cats, and I was trying to figure out a pet. And my parents like wouldn't let me get a rat because I was like, oh, rats are like, first of all, rats are supposed to be fantastic pets. They're like really clean compared to like hamsters or gerbils or some shit. But people think rats are weird because like rats, but they're really
Hmm.
smart. Like you could teach them a lot. Um, so then I decided to get a bird because I thought birds were so cute. And I met this. I don't know if this site still exists. There's like this Craigslist called Hoobly, and they have a
Hoobly?
big like pet market. And this lady, I bought. So when you buy a bird, at the pet stores, I think if you buy from a local pet store, it's reasonable. But I think they could be kind of like, I don't know, man. Pet stores do not do a good job with birds. So I was like, I'm gonna get a bird from Craigslist, kind of thing.
Right. So you
Um,
ended up getting a bird from Craigslist.
yeah, the Craigslist of pets, I guess. And it was
That's
just this
funny.
lady who bred birds, and
Neat.
she was interesting. She had rooms of birds, and she like started getting into buying like show dogs. She was like, "Oh, I bought this dog for 1,500 that like do tricks and shit."
What, really? That's an, uh, okay. I don't even know
Yeah,
like
she had one
how do
of
you
every
get into
bird.
that? Like how do you get into that? I don't understand.
She
Like,
was a scammer.
oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, it's just like one day like, hey, I'm going to breed birds, or I'm going to have show dogs, or freaking scammers. IRL scammers, no fun.
yeah. She would
But
like text me. First of all, she like kind of pretended to speak English worse than she could. I don't know how to explain it, but like there was like this sort
weird.
of element of like I'm not gonna let you on like let you in on how well I know English, but like then sometimes it'd be like, oh, you clearly are like completely fluent. I don't know. And she would be like, oh, like I have like these laptops from like Singapore. Like, do you need to buy laptops like 20% off? I'm like, I'm good. So she was so cool though. Like she had
Of
so many
cool is the
birds.
right word.
No,
Like
she was pretty cool.
explaining it as cool is kind of different. Like, I don't know. What got you into Warcraft 3? Here I'm asking you all the questions, but what got you? I'm
No,
just
this is
curious.
good. Um I don't know. I when I was I don't oh, when I was like really young, I was like PC. I got into PC games when I like RuneScape was I think the first
Hmm.
one, and then I started buying RTS games.
Mhm.
and so I would buy like I think I bought like like Age of Mythology and stuff, and Warcraft 3. They were really good at advertising it in GameStop, so I eventually got that. And in the beginning, I actually didn't play Warcraft 3 as much as other games, but there was a point in high school where I used to
Mhm.
stay up from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. and either play Warcraft 3 straight through or watch anime. And by the time it hit 9 a.m., I'd be like, oh shit.
Yikes. And then Warcraft 3.
Those are
So,
some of the greatest days of my life.
yeah, I understand that. I played Warcraft 3 a lot too. Just not I actually played Warcraft 2 a lot. And then Warcraft 3, and then I quit playing Warcraft 3 with League of Legends releasing and WoW. And so then I played League of Legends for a little bit because I played Dota a good bit years ago, like Dota 1. Way, way, way back then. My husband and I would play that. And then when League of Legends came out, we did the whole like beta test for League of Legends. And so like we played League of I actually was like one of the first 500 people to play League. So I
Wow.
have like yeah, I have
The
all like the
flex.
beta skins. Yeah, yeah, weird flex, old flex. Man, I'm old. Um, but I still have like that account and like the beta skin from it and stuff. I considered selling it. But
Probably would sell
mm,
for thousands of dollars.
or
Like,
500. I don't know.
yeah.
Like maybe. You
Joking,
know,
joking.
yeah, it's nobody really cares that much. And then I played Warcraft 3 for a little bit, tower defense games, like I said, and then WoW took up a good part of my life. And yeah, I think WoW actually, yeah, I don't know. And then Reforged, but when Reforged came out, everybody, I know all of you like old school like Warcraft 3 players are like, "Oh, Reforged is so terrible." But like I would have never come back to Warcraft 3 if it wasn't for Reforged.
See, I'm not really an old school player. It was like this was completely like luck almost. I only started playing uh like and streaming seriously like a year and a half ago. I don't remember what Reforged was like. It was the patches before Reforged that got me back into it,
Uh-huh.
and then they announced Reforged. So they like
Oh.
cuz I'd play the game every like year and I'd play 4v4s
Mhm.
for like 2
Mhm.
months. And then I
Yeah.
remember they stopped updating it, and between like 2016 and like or like 2015 and maybe even 2014 and 2019, it got like no patches. And then there was like suddenly this patch, and I was like, oh cool. But yeah, no, everyone who's been playing for the past 5 years is like super tilted about Reforged. But yeah, I agree with you. There's like a ton of people who came back. It's just people. I feel like people just overreact. Whatever.
Yeah, no, when I came back, it was 100% just because it's like, all right, Reforged, sure. And I actually bought Reforged and then I didn't play it. Like,
Oh yeah,
I
I
was
don't
like,
use the graphics.
yeah, no, I mean, I didn't play the game. Like, I bought it and
Oh,
I was like, and then I didn't play it and then COVID. And that's actually when I started streaming too. Because I was like, I need to connect with my customer base somehow. How do I do that? Like, how do I connect with my customers again? And
stream Warcraft
so
3.
no, actually, I started just streaming anything,
Oh,
like a variety of games. And then I remembered that I had Warcraft 3, and then I got on like this tower defense kick.
and you met your
And
second love, City Team TD.
oh my God, yes, I love cities so much. It's so bad. I'm addicted. I am so addicted to that map. And it's because Droof updates it so often. So as soon as I beat it, he updates it. And then I'm like, dang it. Cause then I help him, like, I stream his updates for him so that he can make adjustments to it, like, as like, cause develop is it Broken Alliance that you develop like,
It's
don't you
called War in the Plaguelands. I haven't streamed it in a
okay.
minute.
So you work on some maps, and so how nice would it be for you
Yeah,
if
it
you had someone,
advertises.
like, playing a game while you're so you can make like, lifetime adjustments to the
I
map
mean,
as
that's
you're
me.
working on it.
I do that. I play the
So
game and then I edit it while I'm playing it, and people are like, "What the fuck, you're editing?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, but so he just edits it while I'm playing it. So he can like genuinely just like watch it and like make edits and not have to try to concentrate on two different things. So like that's why I help him so much with it. And I love it, and the community is really good. Like I really like the community with the exception of the occasional douchebag that,
Yeah, who do you hate?
makes. I'm not going to say their name because I'm not giving them any kind
Yeah, okay, true,
of publicity,
true, true.
like there are people that I don't like, guys, and they're I just don't like I try really hard to be inclusive, and I feel like it's really important to be inclusive, and
There's a lot of gatekeeping. Yo, you ever play this map before? They kick
t-
him.
Um, sorry. Yes, exactly. I hate that. Like I really hate the have you ever played this map or they let them feed while it's convenient for them because you get a lot of gold if they feed you, and then they kick you after you've wasted all of your time, like the last 30 minutes. Then they'll
Yeah,
kick you 30 minutes into the game after you've fed them because the game gets hard. You know what I mean? Like what? That doesn't even make sense. Like help the people get better. Help them get better. So that's and the developer he didn't put the vote kick in an option in there to kick out new players. He put it for people that are trolling and like stealing stuff from you. That's why it's there, not to make it easier for more seasoned players. So yes, there are people I dislike heavily in the map and frustrates me. But I'm not going to say their name because we don't
yeah, yeah.
do that. We don't do that.
It's inevitable.
It is. In any game, you're gonna have jerks. So I don't know, but I do love the map and I love the updates and I love all the changes and it's amazing and it's wonderful. I also have been playing this other tower defense game that I've started playing a little bit called Sunshine TD. That's been pretty fun. Um,
You wanna
I
do you
like
want a
it.
story about Sunshine TD?
Sure, I like stories.
I think this guy will never watch it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, why can't I say this? This guy,
Okay.
man, like, I think he's an alright guy. I don't know, but he, I think it's Sunshine TD. If it's not Sunshine TD, I'm just. I think it is. It used to be a swastika.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, that's not good. I don't like that.
So let's just say, yeah.
Okay, so if that's the case, are we sure that it's sunshine? Because I won't play it if it's not
I could
inclusive.
probably DM you. I don't know how much I should go into the
Yeah, just
history of
DM
the.
me. Let's not talk about it in the chat. Like we're not gonna.
Yeah, yeah, out the guy.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
saying
for
he's a
sure.
Nazi. I just, yeah,
Yeah, but as a person, I'm very inclusive and I try to
yeah.
like be kind, you know. Also, I see your chair is a secret lab.
I
Also have a
fucking
secret
just
lab
got this.
chair.
It's so
Isn't it
nice.
amazing?
Holy
Oh my god, I
shit.
have one and I love it. I got it for somebody got it for me for my husband got it for me for my birthday and like it is so comfortable.
I
Like so
was
much so that I'm like I'm going to get my staff these chairs.
Yeah, I was waiting on upgrading the gaming chair for a long time because I was like, it's a chair. Like, why do I need a better chair? And I had this chair from the street that was like this big office chair, and
Uh-huh.
it was alright. But this is like, it's so like just, yeah, I would recommend.
Comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah. Same. Like so I would recommend it and it's so comfortable and it just I have a bad back and so like a good chair is important and yeah, here we go. But yeah, I hurt my back years ago, probably also being a gamer, sitting down playing games, and then one year I was like, "Hey, let me just do CrossFit because this will be fun." And yeah, I hurt my back doing that
huh?
as well. Yeah, that was
I'll get around to playing I meant to say this. I'll probably get around to playing City Team TD one day just because I watch you guys play. It seems cool, but I hate TDs.
really? Oh my
Oh,
god,
I
I love
can't
them so
stand them.
much. Why?
It's like I just it's like it's something inside of me. Like it's not even like I'm critical of them. Like if you like TDs,
Uh-huh.
that's totally fair. But like I just
Yeah.
people
You
sometimes
just
come
don't?
to my stream and they ask me to play DDs, and I'm like, I can't, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't I what do you play the most when you're streaming? Like, what
I
do
like
you think?
RTS games,
Yeah, yeah.
so I play like maps that are like basically modified RTSs of like modified versions of the base game, very
Mhm.
modified.
Right, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen some of them. I was thinking about getting back into that, like,
like
'cause
Broken
I
Alliances.
yeah. I just don't know if I have I get very distracted. Like the problem with me in streaming is that like I can play a tower defense game and I even can see when I'm not doing that well because I'm distracted with stream. And which is fine. Like I much rather when I'm
Oh
streaming, I
yeah,
want to be interactive with my chat and I'm fine with not doing well. I play games so much better when I'm not streaming. Like
yeah.
I can
Oh, so real.
people
I
don't
fuck up all the
understand.
time because I'm like
Oh,
looking at chat.
yeah, you're looking at chat, you're trying to be interactive, you're trying to talk to people, and then they ask you questions and you're trying to help them and then and then I feel really bad if I don't. And so I just mess up on the tower defense and then um partly why I stopped streaming shooters because then I mess up and I get really aggravated with
Mm,
myself when I mess up. I don't mind messing up on a tower defense game, but man, if I screw up for my team on shooters, like I feel
that's when the
terrible.
array just comes out.
That's just when I'm just like, oh, yeah, so bad. You got a little tiny snippet just there. But yeah, like, oh, gets I get so frustrated. Frustrated. But I haven't played any shooters in a while because I've just been playing Warcraft 3 and trying to be chill and we've been pivoting our business a little bit because of COVID. So that's been taking up a lot of time when I'm not streaming. And then streaming, like this has been fun. Like I started
Yeah,
streaming, I genuinely did it just to like interact with my community, like my real life community and like give them a way to like talk to me again and because our business is very community driven and so that's why it started. But then like people started talking to me and I've gotten to meet really great people from this, like you for one. Blade Master's awesome, guys. So if you're in my stream, you should go follow him
oh,
and,
thank you.
watch his streams. But, it's just stuff like that. And then things like Fall Guys came out. I don't mind streaming Fall Guys because it's goofy and silly. And if I mess up, I don't care. And then Among Us. Among Us is
Have you streamed that yet?
Among Us?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I've streamed them.
I feel like I
Um,
missed them.
you probably have. I played right before this. Like I was playing Among Us before
Uh,
this. I wasn't streaming it though, but you should come play with. The problem is like I have different groups of friends that I play with, and it's based on how hard I need to try. So
I
like
see.
some of the people I play with are like new players, and like I can like not worry about it. Like just go through on a killing spree and kill people, or like
The
I can dissect.
tryhards.
Yeah, they're the easy people to play with, like the newer players. And then I play with the people that are like big brains. And then like I have to genuinely pay attention to like who I saw and like I'm like naming out colors like red, orange, yellow, brown, red went right, white went left. You know what I mean? Like I'm like saying this stuff out loud because I have to be mindful of where everybody was so that I can dissect their stories. And then I have the people that I just play with for fun, and then I have the people that I play with that are ragey that I definitely don't stream with because they rage, and it's funny, but I laugh. I just don't think, stream would laugh. And then my real life friends. So I play Among Us a good bit. How often do you play?
Um, I like honestly, I usually stream when I play games. So, and I feel like personally I've had a hard time streaming Among Us. It's like part of it is me, and then part of it is just like streaming with Warcraft 3 people cuz sometimes I think they'll say things which is like fine whatever, like off stream. And I don't think it's against TOS or anything, but I'm like I don't really want that on my stream. So it's like there's
Mhm.
this hard balance of being able to play Among Us.
So I play Among Us. You should come play with us. Like I'll get you
Yeah.
in with a couple of our because there's this one group that I play with, and they're streamers as well. So like they stream on YouTube, and so they're very like stream
Right.
oriented.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what you don't get a lot of TOS stuff in
Yeah. I
that.
mean, the worst is more just like, I mean, one example is like something like someone was saying like Allahu Akbar on my stream once, and
Yikes!
someone in my chat was is and like, I don't know, it wasn't like a super, like, I don't
It's
think
not a
it's something.
healthy. It's not healthy
It's not like
necessarily.
TOS to say that, but somebody in
Hmm.
my chat, I think it was from Lebanon, and he was like, basically he was Muslim, and he was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know." So it's like those like
It's
small things that I'm like, I don't know if I really want to stream if you say like accidentally say something that you don't think is bad, but it's like kind of not okay for.
because you don't want to be like attached to those people. Like I understand.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a
Not that they're
lot
not
to
your
it.
friends, but
Yeah, I yeah, it's just rough. I just
well,
I can't really like regulate people
hmm,
besides like just choosing to have them in my voice or not, and then
right.
it's so that's kind of the choice.
And if there's no voice, it's not as fun.
No,
Like
absolutely
it's
not.
I do not so that's like so the games that I run for Among Us, you cannot play on you have to be in voice. Like there's just I'm sorry if you
Yeah,
can't
for
be in
sure.
voice, you can't be in my game. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but it's almost cheating because a lot of what how we play is, hearing how somebody says something or how much they're
Yeah,
talking or, just stuff, little nuances like that, that help you determine who's guilty and who's not. I don't know, we should play. We should play soon.
yeah, yeah.
I'll
I'm down.
probably go back I'll probably go back to playing tonight, after this.
Okay, yeah, I might be
I
down.
I'll see if they have room. There's usually a waiting list, on our
Damn,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to
So
go back into your Discord and look at the waiting list.
well, no, this isn't. This is a different Discord. Hold on, I'll
Oh,
look
I
right now.
see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they have a waiting list currently. So there's 10 and then 2 in the waiting list. But I'll just let you know. But it stays full. Once it fills, it stays full until it's like you just get in the waiting list.
Gotcha.
But or I could start a game. Like I can run a game and we can play. I played with you and I think it was who was it? Who did I play with?
In the BFME
Zoom.
one? Oh, Zoom.
No,
Yes,
it was
that was when I
Zoom.
first encountered you, and I was like, cause I mean, on the topic of Warcraft 3 and all that, and I was like, holy shit, there was a girl in Zoom's fucking chat. Like, this is absurd. Just like, not that there's anything wrong with that, but like, I just knew
Yeah.
that they would like the people in that chat would be like unable to contain it.
They weren't terrible. I mean, okay, so I've been gaming for a really long
That's true.
time,
Yeah.
and so like there's really not a lot that can be said that I haven't heard before, that I don't know how to shut down. Um and yeah, it's fine. It's really truly fine cuz worst case scenario I block the person. It's not like I know how to shut down people pretty quickly. You learn as a girl gamer how to say
Yeah.
stop, enough, cuz it's really funny though cuz a lot of times I don't say anything until I'm asked a direct question, and it's really funny if we go into a chat other unless they know who I am. Like I open my mouth and it always goes silent for like a brief second. And it's just like super awkward like what, there's a girl, and it's funny, and I think it's actually worse in Warcraft 3 now, and I don't know if it's just because it's an older game, so there aren't as many girls, or if it's because it's mostly an RTS so there's not as many girls, or I just don't know. But I do get to play with a couple of girls from um Warcraft 3, and that's nice. So we should get your girlfriend, wife, husband, whatever you want to them to come play with me because it would be great.
Yeah, I think you enjoy it.
Does she
Um,
play Warcraft 3 at all?
no, no,
Oh,
absolutely.
man. We should play some Among Us. It'd be fun.
Yeah, that is real.
Yeah, yeah. We'll play some Among Us and then go from there. Um, what is your favorite map on Warcraft 3?
Like, well, it's the map that I added. At least it used to be. Not like it's not my favorite anymore, but I've played
Right,
it.
right.
I think I played that map more than anyone's ever played that. Like more than anyone's played that map because I must have played it at least like 1,500 hours because I spend most of my time streaming playing it. So that's probably my favorite map, but I'd probably talk more current of like what's my favorite map right now. Um, this is my favorite map right now.
Oh man.
I've been liking the regular game a lot. I've been playing ladder. That's my favorite map right now. Is the regular game.
Do you know I haven't played the regular game yet? That's it. Like since I came back, I haven't played the regular game. I've only played customs and the story mode.
Regular
So,
game's hard. 4v4s are
yeah.
fun though. They're casual.
The what?
Like 4v4.
Is it?
It's a
Huh.
very casual way of playing the normal game.
I don't remember how to play the normal game.
And
So,
you just, get some gold, build some things.
get some gold, build some things. That sounds like life, actually. You just
It
get
very
some,
much is like life.
yeah, you get money and you build things. Like that's your life. So, Warcraft 3 Revelations, we're actually broadcasting life. Get some money, build some things. Getting the money part though, that's the hard part, trying to figure that out.
I mean, you had a pretty good path like robbing people online, selling
Yikes.
it.
Yikes. Yeah, but you know, going to that, yeah. Yeah, I had a pretty good life. I robbed people online. I'm not that person anymore. I think we talked about this a little bit. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
guys, guys, I am definitely a reformed. I'm recovering. I told you that in the past, and you were like, I'm afraid to bring that up. But yes, guys, just a little bit about myself. So I'm a recovering addict, and so I actually started video games as a way to quit doing drugs. Um, so yes, I don't do drugs. Say no to drugs, kids. They're bad for you. But no, I don't do drugs at all. I drink a little bit of alcohol sometimes, but not too often. But mostly I just stay away from drugs because um, I'm pretty hyper in general, and speed was definitely my drug of choice. So can you imagine me? My friends tell me they're like, I have no idea what you would be like on speed, and it was something. Let me tell you. I basically could have coffee intravenously now because, I own a cafe and I drink a lot of coffee. But yes, imagine me. As fast as I talk now and as much as I talk, could you imagine me on
Can't
speed?
imagine it.
Yeah.
On
Also, but
on Ultima Online, on speed, just robbing people.
just robbing people like I'm gonna kill you, ha ha,
Uh,
something like that. No, it just kill people and like you get it just helped me focus and stay up all night and game. And then I quit all of that and just really got into gaming and keeps me away from drugs. But I've been clean for 17 years now.
oh
So
wow.
yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good now. Good now. So it's still you still have to fight it sometimes. But it's part of my personality now. Like so I throw myself into things and like I just continue to like it translated into like, okay, so I have this business. Now, how do I make this business better? Now I got to keep throwing myself into work and I'm throwing myself into streaming and I throw myself into this or into that. And I guess you're going to do something, you do it right. So I did drugs and I was like, I'll just get addicted and do it. If I'm going to do drugs, I'll do it right. I don't know. But
That's real.
Try- it's true. It's true. But I am a success story, so it is true. You can get out of drugs and make something of your life and do what you love and hang out with people that you care about and be around awesome people and be a better person. And it's all very honest and real and a big part of who I am and why I play video games. So, all those parents out there that are like, video games are gonna ruin your life. That is not true.
They're a little
Um,
better than Speed.
they're a lot better than Speed. Um, you know, video games are not, they saved my life,
Yeah.
really. Like, I played video games. It was a way to connect with people without having, cocaine up my nose. See, so like that's that is definitely a plus side of it. Yeah.
One time
Of
recently, I was playing RuneScape
Mhm.
because I got back into it in like 2017 for a little bit, and
Yeah.
there was like this point where I was like hanging out in the Grand Exchange, and I realized how many people were like former or like current like heroin addicts like in
Mhm.
RuneScape. These guys were just talking about how they were like going to rehab or whatever, and I was just like, huh. I guess there is like an overlap in people who are addicted to like MMOs and addicted to
Mhm.
drugs. I
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
definitely, it's just an addictive personality thing. And so
yeah,
you are kind of trading one addiction for another, but like it's definitely, you can be addicted to a lot of different things. You can be addicted to work, you can be addicted to learning, you could be addicted to school. You know what I mean? Just like you could be addicted to church. I mean, there's just like things that you throw yourself into. And so then what classifies the difference between addiction and health, and just not doing
yeah,
anything in excess, and um, video games can be bad. Like they can
yeah,
cause problems, but at the same time, they can also, there's a lot of good things that can come out of video games if you do healthy gaming, which is like making sure that you're getting up and moving around and going outside and being with friends and still doing life stuff, going to work, getting a job. You want a game? Make your career into a game. I am a perfect example of, all right, I love gaming. How do I make it work? Yes, I didn't do, I took the items I made on the game and I made money enough to get a house, or um, we took Yugioh and we found a way to make it financially viable so that we could make it our life, so that we can still do our hobby, but then um, do it on a daily basis. Like now we live it. So it's pretty interesting.
yeah. My thing with like, I mean, this is also I think kind of so with gaming, right? Like,
Yeah.
I have a really hard time playing a game if I'm not addicted to it. Like, I can
Okay.
kind of only
Yeah.
so like it can be kind of tough when people are like, "Oh, why don't you just play this game?" And I'm like, I just can't." Like now, like I really need that drive to want to play it. So I like really
Hmm.
prefer like either MMOs or competitive games because I get
Right.
addicted to the competition
Okay.
or the like grinding levels. But I have a really hard time playing single player games. It happens.
Yeah. So I single player games are. I do play single player games. I play tower defense games alone so that I can get better before I stream them. but but other than that, like I guess that would all tie back into streaming it because it's making sure that your content is good for stream. Nobody really wants to watch someone be super bad at a game. Like I know I'm not the best there is, but I'm not terrible. So, and that comes from practice and just doing
People watch
better.
me.
I
I'm
mean,
terrible.
what? You're not terrible.
I'm
I
bad at
watch
some
you.
maps.
You're entertaining. Like,
Yes.
I think you're entertaining, so it's fun. We have a good time. I enjoy it. I enjoy streaming. This has been a really neat experience for me, just, like, getting
Yeah.
to meet people like you and Zoom, and I don't even know how that happened, actually. I guess you met me because we were gonna play Among Us, and, um, I don't even know how I met Zoom. I think he you know what? I think he rated me. I think that's what happened, is he, like, rated me one day, and then, um I went into his stream to see who rated me, and like I started talking in his stream, and then I think that's how it happened. But Zoom's a pretty cool guy. He seems really nice.
Yeah, Zoom's super dope.
I like him a lot. He's a nice
He's
guy.
one of the last custom streamers like left that like kind of takes it seriously. Like there's a lot that they're either like really not streamer material, like they're just sort of like
Mhm.
playing some custom game, not even looking at chat, like not even talking.
I think
And
that's probably one of the hardest things for me is talking while I'm concentrating when there's nobody in my chat. Like I
yeah,
can respond to people in chat all day long if they're talking to me, but man, it's so hard to just talk. That's my struggle as a streamer, like talking to myself.
it took me like I think 300 hours of streaming until I was like, it's just super automatic for me.
Just talking to yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it
Like if
definitely
somebody
can be weird. Like I definitely am like, if nobody responds to me, I'm like, I just power through it.
Yeah, I've been trying. I've been trying to power through it. I think I have 120 hours I've been streaming.
It
Is how
gets
long I've
easier
been
over
streaming.
time. I remember there was like a point where I was just like, oh, because I'm on camera too. So like you're not even on camera, which makes it even easier because you don't need to worry about what you look like. You only need to
Yeah,
worry about what you're saying,
that's true. I am not on camera.
which is a positive.
Yeah, I actually prefer. Well, at first I was gonna get a camera, so I have a camera, obviously, because in order to do this, you have to have a camera, like with the avatar. But um, I was gonna do it in the very beginning, and I'm like, I don't want the added stress, and I'm not trying to be, a super famous streamer, and even if I am one day, great. I am genuinely just trying to connect with the community. I have something to say, I have a story to tell. I'm totally down to answer questions for people. Um, I have a lot of experience and I can help people and that's why I did it, but they don't need to see me necessarily to do it,
I hope you
and
become a VTuber, but I'm
I
biased.
might. Yeah. You want me to be a
This
VTuber?
is
God,
so dope.
do you like
I
it?
want to do this. I'm going to do
You
this. We
should.
talked
It's so
about this.
easy.
I'm for
It's
sure going to
so
do this.
it's so easy. So this is like not a custom avatar. I was gonna play around with this one for a little bit and then and then I would have to invest in a custom avatar if I wanted to. But
How much do those
um
cost? Oh, I'm
um
googling.
like around $700, I
What the
think.
fuck?
Um 3 to 700 for a good one. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
Like
god.
you'd have to, because you have to find an artist and it's not like a super. Um, that's on what I was just looking at briefly for one day, because you have to find someone that it's starting to blow up right now, and you have to find an artist that, because like here I am like moving my head, right? Like you have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get it in the different
You need to
places.
rig it.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
my first my first true proper aspiration when I was
uh-huh.
like, oh, I gotta do something in life. Obviously I was like, oh, I want to be this before that, but I was like, I'm gonna 3D model, and then I learned that the 3D modeling business is like a sweatshop. So
Yeah,
I kind of know how to 3D model.
that's cool. Like I don't know. I was just kind of like, I don't know, it's a lot of fun. Like I've been playing with it over the course of like I'd say about a month. I haven't streamed it yet. You're the first time you're getting to see it. Like you're seeing I've been making it, fine tuning it and fine tuning some of the movements and the blinking and all of that stuff. I'm debuting it on your podcast
Oh
actually. So,
wow, this is an
yeah,
honor.
this is the first time that anybody's seen it outside of me just messing around with things, to fine tune
That's
the
cool.
movements and the actions and stuff. I'm sure I have a ton more to learn, but it'll be fun. It's all you get to grow with me. Look at you, Blade. In a
Hell yeah.
year, I'm gonna be a famous VTuber. Just
Oh
kidding,
hell
probably
yeah.
not.
I hope
You're
you
gonna be like,
remember me.
I will, of course, of course. I remember everybody.
Anyway, I think
So I think we actually went way over on
we
the
went.
time.
No, it's all good. I went through all
Okay.
my topics. I think we hit some dope extra topics.
Yeah, nice.
I,
Nice.
I like to do either an hour or an hour and 30 minutes if it's like, you know, I'm not gonna like cut it off. So this is an hour and 30 minutes, like pretty much exactly. So it's perfect.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, no, it's good. And just to be clear, I did pay for this avatar, so
Oh,
don't
you did
worry.
pay for this.
Yeah, yeah, I did pay for this. I just
Ooh,
picked it. Yeah, it was like not
how
a
much?
custom. Um, it's like it's you pick it from a list of avatars. Which one do you want to use, kind of thing. So
And is it
I'll
like
send you all the I'll send you the
$20 or something?
information. Yeah, it's cheap. It's
Oh, yeah,
not
send me this
expensive.
because now I'm like, I would love to do a little gag one day when I
Yeah, for
just
sure.
come on as like a girl with pink hair with like a deep voice. I'd be like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see a girl with pink hair on it. This was the
That's all
closest
right.
one that would fit like what I would want. That's why I picked this one because the
Yeah.
hair. I loved her hair. So I told you that though. But yeah, definitely. I'll send you the information and we'll get you a pink we'll get you a
Something
really
close
cool
enough.
avatar. Yeah, for sure. It'll be fun.
All right,
But
word.
this has been interesting. Are
All
we gonna
right.
play some Among Us?
Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to do I have been pretty bad about it the past 2 weeks because I've been really busy, but I'm supposed to do movie night tonight and like community Discord night. So maybe after you're Among Us, if you want to come play Among Us, or I don't know, either or. I don't
I'm
know if
down with whatever.
I don't know if a waitlist that sounds kind of scary to me.
Why? Why is that scary?
That's elitist. Elitism is scary.
How is elitist scary? Because there's a wait list.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think
I'm just making
I don't think
excuses,
it makes
maybe.
it. I think you're just making excuses. I don't think it's elitist at all. It's just that there are people
I'm
that
intimidated.
play.
I'm shy. I told you.
Don't be shy. They're fun. These are great guys. I enjoy them. So I'll tell him that. I'll message him now. I'll say, hey, if you have room for two, let me know.
Okay.
There we go. And then I'll get us in because that's what I do.
Weird. All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do the wrap up. So
Okay. Cool.
thank you
Well,
guys for
thank you.
watching, listening. You get concluding remarks. I gotta plug your shit. Thank you guys for watching, listening. If you're here from SoundCloud, Spotify, there's a beautiful YouTube video. Please come, BladeMasterRUSH Show. Please subscribe to my YouTube. I'm desperate. She has a Twitch at Enraged Giggle. If you like card games, you can check out thesidedeck.com. And then any finals?
Yes, thank you guys so much. I thank you, Blade, for having me. I so very much appreciate it. I've really enjoyed meeting you and the
Right back
rest of the
at you.
community. Like it's been really awesome. It's board games, card games, and if you're in the area, come get coffee. We have amazing coffee as well with like a genuine barista. So this isn't just like you know, just think of a better Starbucks but with coffee. So
And
like better
Yu-Gi-Oh.
coffee and board games and
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh and
a
Pokemon and
way better
Magic and
Starbucks.
a way better and cooler, like for sure. Absolutely for sure. If you have cards, like if you go to your closet and you have cards that you want to sell, we do have a buy list on our website as well. You can see it up above at thesidedeck.com. So once again, thank you guys so much. It's been awesome. And check out my stream if you ever want to come and hang out.
Word. All right. Yeah, much love. Yeah, thank you for being on too. Of course, I'm
Yeah, of
glad
course.
this is the. It's a real treat to be the reveal, the VTuber reveal.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun. So thanks, Blade.
Yeah, if you're watching from Twitch, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna raid somebody. So.